Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's CJ, and if you're new to the channel, this was our first year of raising our own pork. And what we have here is one of our pigs back from the butcher, and this is pork side, pork belly, whatever you want to call it. And what we're going to do is get ready to start making our own homegrown bacon. So what I have here is some salt, some brown sugar, and real maple syrup. It's not ours, but we're going to try to fix that next year. We didn't get enough this year, but we're going to try next year to use our own homegrown maple syrup and maple sugar instead of brown sugar. So first thing I'm going to do is cut my side to the right size. Also, we're here in the living room because our kitchen is a disaster and we don't want you guys to see it. Now I'm going to take this side, and this is kind of too big right now. I don't know, it might be big and it might be the right size. But first thing I'm going to do is cut this skin off the top. So I'm going to find a good knife here. Alright, so after you're done trimming the skin and some of the fat, that's what you should have. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this other one, and after we get done with that, we'll go ahead and start making our dry rub. Alright, so I got both of my sides trimmed, and now we're ready to make our dry rub. So I'm going to use some brown sugar. I'm just going to take some, I'm not really going to measure this out. Put some brown sugar in there, and then we're going to put some salt. And try to make it, I don't know, close to half and half. And what this sugar and salt's going to do is take out the moisture out of the meat. We're going to add some maple syrup in there too, just to give it some flavor. And I'm going to put some more of that in there. It's going to take a good bit. Whoop. Mix all that up. Okay, so before I put this rub on there, I'm just going to set this one back in the bag, and then we're just going to start putting this rub all over it. And we're going to do both sides. Flip it over and do the other side. Smells good. Okay. Alright, I'll mix up another batch here. Okay. Alright, so we have our two sides in the bag. They've been dry rubbed on both sides. Now all we have to do is put it in the refrigerator for 5 to 7 days, and then it'll be ready for the smoker. So we'll see you in probably 5-6 days. Alright everybody, so it's been about 4.5 days since we put our dry rub on our pork sides, and I can't wait any longer, so we're going to go ahead and smoke them today. So I just took them out of the fridge, and I want you to see how much liquid is in this bag. Remember, we didn't put any liquid in here. All we did was apply the dry rub, and that salt and sugar just draws out all of this liquid in here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in there and wash these off in the sink, then we'll come out and get them started in the smoker. Alright, so I just washed off these sides in the sink just to get the extra sugar and salt off of them. Whoop, don't want to drop them. So now I'm just going to put them in the smoker. I already got my apple wood chips in there, and then we're going to put it in the smoker at I think 285 degrees and wait for this meat to get up to 153. Alright, so I've got the smoker set for 2 hours. We'll see if it takes that long. But in the meantime, I want to break down for all of you the cost of the feed, the butcher cost, and everything that we had into raising the pigs. Okay, so some of you were asking how we did raising our pigs the first year. And let me tell you, we did not do very good as far as making any profit or even breaking even for that matter. Because Kelsey kind of underpriced our price per pound. But anyway, we were learning, that's fine. She was trying to help everybody in the family out. So let me go over what our costs were. So starting off, our initial cost to buy the piglets, at that time they were about 3 weeks old, was $60 a piece. Which I kind of thought that was a little bit steep. I'm going to do some price comparisons next time. And one way to eliminate that cost is to breed your own pigs, and then you don't have to have that cost at all. Just you're feeding more, so you got to factor that into it. But I'm going to try to go around and try to find someone just a little bit cheaper. Anyway, $180 to start off for the initial cost. We figured out it was about $450 to feed them from the middle of December to the end of June. June 28th is when we took them to the butcher. So $450 there. The kill fee, $60 per pig at the butcher, but we only paid $60 for ours because we bought a full pig, a full hog. So $60 for ours. The disposal fee was $15 total, $5 a piece per pig. The butcher fee was 65 cents per pound, and the total to the butcher out of all the pigs was $252.85. We kept one, and it was 126 pounds of meat, so we paid $81.90. The total weight of all 3 pigs after they were butchered was 389 pounds. So what we made was off of 263 pounds being sold, and that came to a total of $394.50. So as you can see, that total there doesn't even equal the feed cost, because Kelsey only charged $1.50 a pound. Like I said, she was trying to help out. The average prices are, you know, well over $2 to $4 or $5 a pound. So we should have charged more, because at the end, what I wanted to do was just break even. You know, that way you get free pork. But we ended up losing a total $82.40 to the negative. So that's what we ended up losing. So really, I think if Kelsey next year would switch this and make our price $3 per pound, which is about the average, $3 per pound times 263, that makes this $789 is what we'd get paid from people buying the meat. So if Kelsey were to make the price $3 per pound next year, at the end of the day, if we did everything the same, we would end up with a $12.10 profit. Which I'm happy with that, because you have to factor in that's a whole hog that is paid for and free for us, and then we have a freezer full and we didn't even have to pay for it. And I'm more than happy with that. So I think $3 a pound will be our goal next year, unless food prices go up some more. But yeah, she was just trying to do the family a favor and trying to make it as cheap as possible and trying to help everybody out. But now we know how much it costs, and like I said, there's some things that we can do to lower the cost, and we're going to try to do that next year. All right, so we are at temperature. Let's go ahead and pull these things out of here. Oh, it smells good. Oh, that looks good. All right, we'll let the other one finish while this one rests. All right, so while we're waiting on that other one, let me drain some of that juice off there. We're gonna go ahead and slice this see what we have here. Tell you what, it might be. Oh yes. I'll cut it like this. And as you can see, the sides aren't very thick, and we're going to talk about that. I think we ought to raise them at least another month and a half before we get them butchered next time. But this is cooked and you can eat it. So I'm going to cut off a little piece here. Alright, try a piece of that. Is that amazing or what? Huh?
That's the best. That's so good.
This is way better than store-bought bacon.
I've never had anything like that before.
I can't wait to put it in the pan fried up like bacon. But it's good just like that.
Hey, give me another piece.
Hang on a second. What do you think about that? Good? Yeah, I don't think this is going to last long today.
Nope.
Go ahead and try it.
That's good.
Is that good, Caitlin? And we ended up with a heaping plate of bacon. Ooh. All right, so here we have homegrown eggs and homegrown side bacon, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. And it has been fried and it tastes amazing. Wow. So was it worth it? I think if you ask anybody in our house right now, they'll tell you yes. Yeah, we spent a little bit more than what we wanted, but all Kelsey has to do is adjust the price to more average prices per pound. And as long as we break even, it's a win for everybody. And it is hard to find bacon like this at a store. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all the videos of us raising the pigs. Kelsey and Kaylee, they did most of the work. And we're going to do it again. Like I said, we'll probably raise them for another month or two longer than we did this time. And until next time, everybody, thanks for watching.